Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever, whenever that you may be tuning in. This is Yonks, and this is yet another AI for real estate in our ongoing working group series, building our peer learning cohort by WeOwn.Academy. And I threw in a link to the Google Docs that we're working on. A lot of subtabs going on here because, again, this is now our 35th conversation that we've been having. And just scrolling down, this is a templated document. Absolutely love our FELG culture, fun, earning, learning, and giving. And then looking at our agenda, the main thing that we're going to focus on here tonight is creating a new landing page on Yonk's team for our upcoming webinar. We're planning to host webinars here this next week after July 4th on the weekend starting here after that. So anyway, one of the things that's worth mentioning is WeOwn.Academy is a featured project. We had just a couple days ago our first community call under the P-Token Assets brand. And one of the things that I did was update on ptokenassets.com, which redirects to our link tree, which has our ecosystem tagline, real estate and cooperative ownership for everyone. I put our top 5 ecosystem projects for quarter 3. And since this is June 28th, it's technically still a couple days left of quarter 2, but this is me looking forward because we're planning to begin, or not begin, we've already onboarded people into this AI for real estate peer learning cohort that we're facilitating by WeOwn.Academy, and looking to provide more opportunities for the people to onboard into this peer learning cohort through that as well. So anyway, one of the things that I'm going to do is actually open the Figma app, and let me get that going here real quick. It's been a minute. Let me actually just go to our YouTube for P-Token, and I think that there's a video on here. Let's see. Got a lot of videos on here, past live streams. Um, let's see. Let's do a search for Figma. Search Figma. So it's been a minute. Like May 8th, we did a tools deep dive, Figma and AI. And this is, again, one of the things that we're wanting to use here today is Figma. So let me actually get that tool opened right now. Another tool that we're going to start using is Canva, and there's probably a decent amount of overlap as far as functionality with Figma versus Canva. And let me see here. I'm going to bring open this login window because I think we've got a different account for Figma. Get that logged in here. Okay, so we were last having the conversation about WeOwn.Academy as a project here, and I'm going to just go to all projects. So let's see. Let me look at this WeOwn Associates, what we had here going on with this landing page template. So this is one of the reasons that didn't spend a lot of time around this conversation is I start looking at this, and I don't know if it's easier to update here in Figma. And let me zoom in here. So this is only at 9%. Let me make this 100%. So let me see if there's another template. I don't think I like this one. Just going to close this tab. So going back to the home section here, I'm going to close some of these other tabs too. Okay, so let's see. Let me create a new project. We're going to call this We Own Team AI for Real Estate. And I'm going to put a landing page here. Continue. Create project. And let's see. Create. Let's see. A site. Let me see what this has for templates under site, landing page. Event. Business. I'm looking for one that's got a fairly simple 3 options on it. Let me see what the other templates were. Closing the untitled. Let me create a make. What do you want to make? So this is using AI here. Claude Sonnet 4 is the AI that is under the hood here with Figma. Create a website landing page that has 3 product choices. I didn't mean to hit enter, but we'll see what happens here with this one. And I am definitely not a prompt engineering guru. This is one of the things that will likely continue to elevate from a education standpoint here in the second half of 2025 is getting better at prompt engineering, really hoping that the AI agency works at getting better at that, where we can engage with an AI agency model instead of an AI tool like this here. So this isn't actually too bad, quite honestly, because this is what I was looking to do is the one over here where we have a similar, because this is something that you've probably seen at a lot of different places. So the opportunity. So I've created a product landing page with 3 distinct pricing tiers: starter, $9 a month; professional, $29; and enterprise customer custom pricing. The page features a modern design with the hero section, um, product comparison cards, feature highlights, and clear call to action buttons. Here are some ways you could enhance this landing page: add customer testimonials or review section, include a FAQ section to address common questions, add animations or micro interactions for better engagement. But that's not too bad considering that we just created this like out of several prompts, because my understanding is that we can take this and deploy in a what you see is what you get sort of functionality. And this is one of the things that I don't know about the buttons up here and stuff like that, but that's one of the things that wanting to get better at. So I think that this actually saved in our, let me go back to home. Yeah, so product landing page here. This is something, I'm gonna product landing page, and let me see what the share looks like. Copy link, and I'm gonna paste this in our signal group here to see what that looks like just for curiosity purposes. It looks like it gives a login. So I'm not gonna throw that in there. All right. Well, what was your thoughts on that process there, Lotus? Have you used Figma before?
My dev team does, the one that does the front end.
Yeah, and so one of the things that we're planning to use in tandem with Figma is Droip, where we can, it's a no-code WordPress site builder, and this is where it can take a Figma design and then import that directly into our WordPress site. So I'm going to play around with this and see if I can get the prompt changed where it can create a, because I wasn't expecting it to hit enter. And this is like where um, change the professional tier to be called. Um, let me put this, let me see what this looks like. So let me see if I have this clipboard here. AI for real estate at $497 a month for for July, August, September 2025. So let's see there. Let's see. Hey, look. Let's change this. Change the starter tier to be called Yonk's Team. Inner Circle at $12 a year. And this is a follow-up from some of the conversation that we've been having that we had last night as far and on our AI for cohort. So let's see. Yonk's Team Inner Circle, exclusive community access and insider benefits, $12 a year. And look, it even updated the benefits too. That's pretty amazing. Hi there. Thank you for using Figma Make. We'd love to hear about your experiences in a quick, so let's do a change the enterprise tier to be, and this is where we're going to do dream.weown.network. Um, we own AI agency. I'm thinking that we should just call it the We Own AI Agency bundle because we're going to be calling the boot camp. We're going to be bundling in the book here in. So let's just call it that. And this is me just change the enterprise tier to be We Own AI Agency bundle at $47 a year for first year. Use dream.weown.network for benefits, inspiration. We own AI agency bundle, complete agency ownership package with everything included. And this is something that I think that needs to be updated a little bit. $47 a year, first year. Those benefits. But that's not too bad. What are your thoughts now after making some updates to the Choose Your Plan?
What, in 2 seconds you change it?
Is that pretty solid?
Yeah.
Yep. So, and I mean, it was doing some pretty stuff, but like I didn't have to go in, and I don't know what it looks like to go in and change this here using because this is the AI beta. Let me click on this. Use AI tools in Figma design. I'm going to throw this just for everybody's benefit in the live stream. So this is one of the things in our build in public format. Like I haven't used Figma. I think I showed that it'd been May the 8th, over a month ago since really last used Figma. Want to use Figma more, but like the opportunity to just get great at AI or I don't know what the capabilities of connecting, but here is the help doc. Um, use AI tools in Figma design. And this is a service. I'm not sure what we're paying for this service right now. And it can, like, no question, AI tools can get costly stacking up. And this is where um, you know, using the right tools that allow you to be efficient. And because one of the reasons that I'm coming back to using Figma after we went through the process to get our this done, our AI for real estate cohort created, I wanted to create a better process because this took more time than I wanted to using the StoryBrand AI and to bring it into the Cadence WordPress framework or whatever that it's called. And the goal to make this more streamlined, where we can use a tool like Figma to do something like this. And let's see, update title to, um, and let me see how this copies and pastes here. Update title to transform your real estate game with AI. Transform your real estate with game with AI. Revolutionize your real estate business with cutting edge AI tools. Uh, and this is where getting the verbiage from StoryBrand really would come into play. So, not sure what this would look like. And the goal is to create, like, have this be available when we have the QR code. This will be a landing page here because one of the benefits of this when we were hosting the webinar a week ago or whenever it was, we were only giving people this option right here, the AI for real estate, which is a high ticket item. $500 a month is very different than $47 a year or $12 a year. So this is where, we want to give people an access to what we're building without potentially this level of commitment. Because the opportunity for us to create value through what we're building, I think, with these other product tiers, and this is, as you know, Lotus, we've been going, we started today on our Saturday morning book club, Coach Builder. And this is one of the things that Donald Miller was talking about in Coach Builder. So this is something I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to put a note. I'm going to put this in our Telegram, that this is something that we've been playing around with, and I think I really like that this is a start. And it might need a little bit of tweaking. Like here, you definitely aren't going to get a white label AI platform for $47 a year. That's just ridiculous. But you're not going to get, so this is where this is more geared for like, because the goal is to provide three options. The one that we want people to go with is the cohort here. Um, and then this is providing a lower tier or lower choice opportunities. But anyway, I'm pretty pleased with this. This is something that I think that we can work towards modifying a little bit, as far as the benefits and things like that. Um, and going to continue to work on this here. Um, Tomorrow, I was contemplating we may be back tomorrow evening, and this is something that I know that we were talking about adjusting the time, Lotus, to an earlier time. I'll talk to
Those
Tyler on.
those
Go
that
ahead.
set up already, don't worry about them. As long as I know what time it is. The future ones, those that you haven't set yet, if
Well,
you
I haven't set one for tomorrow, but like we really, in my opinion, need to be rubber meets the road with this webinar because uh tomorrow's June 29th and Monday is June 30th, and we're positioning this to onboard people into this cohort for 497. Because what will happen is if we don't onboard people here this next week of July, then this is something that we're going to continue to reduce the rate on, reduce the benefits that people get, and we're hoping to get the cohort filled through our webinar marketing strategy this next week.
now, what am I gonna ask you? Have you talked to Fibri? You said you were gonna invite.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything back from Fibri, and that's something that we will likely. And one of the things that we've talked about, and this is another thing that we may do here, is add a uh, young professionals offering. I'm not sure if that's something that we want to go out of our way. We're primarily still going to continue to target AI for real estate professionals here or real estate professionals in Colorado, because one of the other benefits that we're building towards is we're planning to do an IRL We Own AI Agency boot camp at the Broomfield Library on July the 10th. And that's something that will also be like a benefit for people that come in here. I mean, we'll throw it in for people that if they come in here, obviously as well. But that's where we are just wanting to continue to provide education in a format that is a sustainable mechanism in building our circular economy here at within our ecosystem. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling better, and I don't feel like I can't remember if it was using Claude Sonnet 4. Claude Sonnet 4. Let me see. When was Claude Sonnet 4 released? So Our last conversation was on May 8th that we live streamed, which was a previous version of Claude. It was not Claude Sonnet 4. So this is using the latest Claude by Anthropic framework. I can't remember what the version was, but this is just me like making an observation here of that. So that's pretty amazing. Not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to getting great at this in 2025, and more importantly, helping other people get great at it as well.
That's the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we've talked about the money printer, and that's what we're planning to help people create with We Own AI Agency. But I can talk about this stuff all night. We're already 5 minutes past our normal time. Always want to be respectful. I love the thing that we worked on here, and this is something we'll have again more conversations. We'll be back at this time tomorrow night. One of the things that we will do likely on Sunday for Young's Team Inner Circle is we will probably at the 9 p.m. Mountain, 11 p.m. Eastern, this same time slot, do our weekly Yonks Team Inner Circle. And this is something that as we continue to onboard people into our inner circle, that's something that will kind of gauge. The reason that we like this time slot is that we normally have our 4-year-old daughter in bed. But um, love what I'm seeing here with Figma. Want to see how easy it is to take what we just created here and put that into WordPress or get it continued to modify. But yeah, and the opportunity to get some of these things updated is what we're wanting to do. But anyway, do you have any final thoughts? I'm going to stop the screen share here, Lotus, and this is a time where you can send us off with any final thoughts.
Good night. Arrivederci. Sayonara.
Yes.